looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
And the starting group for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots, are Castle and Vassell. And it's Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 slot. And for the Celtics, out on the block, it's Tatum with Keita. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. This is one fans have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. 2 major star-studded teams ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup, and knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight.
So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. For the 3, the rebound by Champagnie. Fox finds Castle. Here's Champagnie. Fox with it. Shoots over White. And the shot no good. A bit short. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
They don't call it the short corner for nothing. Fox took advantage there.
Now here's White. He had 15 points last outing. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. And another miss by Boston. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Champagnie passes to Fox. Here's Castle. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Castle's got 6.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Right the pass to Brown. Inside, the kick out to Tatum. To halt the run, sinks the three-pointer.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
After Champagnie. Back from outside. Rebound Boston. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Tatum. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
So it's Boston now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio.
Brushing off the contact look. The dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Vassell outside. They set the pick. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Hauser. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And it's Vassell in the corner. Here's Champagnie. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. And stolen by Tatum. Pass to White. Here's Keita. The kick out to Tatum. The 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Derek White. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, putting up about 18 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Here's Wembanyama. Hasn't made one yet. There's a good screen. For 3, Vassell drops in the tray. Vassell's got a couple of threes now in the first for San Antonio. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for De'Aaron Fox.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Now, here's Fox. Last time out, he had 14 points. That shot off.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Vassell. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Feeds away, and it's good. 2 points.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Pass to Tatum. Free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You watch Jason Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion has given him a little boost in confidence.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. I think we can officially say at GA the playoffs are looming in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah, and for most teams out there, there's still plenty of work to do. It's not just about qualifying for the postseason. It's about getting a good seed as well.
And he's good on the second.
A multi-talented swingman, Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Outside, Fox. Wembanyama looking it over. It's blocked. Outside, Tatum. Pass to White, wide open, and he gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Celtics making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. And here is Fox. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. No one covering. Fox has got 5 points so far.
The mid-range jumper is a valuable weapon for Fox because defenses don't always expect it.
Fox against White. Pass to Garza. The Celtics working the ball around now. Back to Hauser. Misses the three. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Here's White after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Tatum. Here's the three. Cans it from downtown. White's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Good work by Tatum, keeping his options open. He knew he had that kick out if he needed it.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Wembanyama left side. Lays it up and banks it in. Wembanyama's got his second bucket.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Brown. 29 points for him last game against Minnesota. Pass to Tatum. Outside, White. 5 on the clock. Takes the three. And Jason Tatum with the three. He's got 16.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without it.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's White. 5 points in the game. Here's Brown. The kick out to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 19 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Fox against White. In the corner, Castle with it. Fires for three. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Knicks team.
Teams changing it up here. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Boston trailing. Now Tatum. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
And on top of that, he made a massive impact with his rebound.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Now here's Harper. Pass to Bryant. Now here's Johnson. A 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Nice move on the pick and roll by Johnson, generating an opportunity for another guy.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. They trail by 1. Here's Garza. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Harper, and he drives in, and Harper slams it in.
Good work by Johnson scanning the floor, looking for those chances to share the ball.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Shoots the three. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable. Harper
the pass to Cornette. Now Johnson. Steps back and fires. Garza pulls it in. .102 left in the first quarter. Pass to Shireman. Now here's Tatum. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Shireman. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Celtics lead by 2.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So
now here's Johnson. Still scoreless.
strong finish by Johnson. He's not a small wing. He's a solid 220.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Bryant. That one misses for Johnson. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Outside Tatum. And the shot goes down. Tatum's got 26 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the floor for San Antonio. In it forward, we'll get to see Johnson and Barnes. Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Fox gets it to go.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Shireman, good. Shireman's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Celtics.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside, Fox. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then, at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks.
A monster night for Fox. You can call him a point guard. I call him a scoring guard because that's what De'Aaron brings.
Pass to Tatum. The flush by Tatum.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Outside Harper. Here's Cornet. A pass to Fox. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Tatum. The 3. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Barnes finds Fox. Outside Harper. Spurs passing it around. Outside Fox. And here's Johnson outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Walsh. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
San Antonio's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Cornet kicks to Johnson. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs.
Substitution on the court.
Austin with the ball. It's a 3-point game coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, fought hard really all game long, and I'm thinking, you know, maybe a little couple-minute surge there at the end would do it, but the inability to kind of really lock in down the stretch ultimately prevented them from coming away with the win.
Over the years, we've seen constant growth from Tatum as a playmaker. Part of the reason why he's an all-NBA first-teamer.
Now here's Barnes. Nothing on the board. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama fighting for it.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Fox, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Oh, take flight, JB. This man is explosive.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Fox, the bounce pass. Barnes dishes to Fox. And another basket for San Antonio.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Brown with it. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Outside, White. Shoots it. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barnes passes to Fox. Johnson sets the screen for Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
I love what Fox has been able to do offensively. He's really dictating the pace of his game.
Barnes against Tatum. Over Barnes. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Tatum.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. And here is Fox. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
Wide a screen on Barnes. Ah, here comes Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And it's in there. Brown's got his second bucket tonight.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Over to the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. 20-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
And can we talk about the best part? His defense. His shot blocking was simply on another level in that one.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pritchard against Fox. And here's Brown. There's the lob to Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his...
Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my...
What a slam!
Gracious. And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Richard finds White from outside the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Harper. Barnes up top. Wembanyama, a screen on Tatum. Here's Barnes. And he makes good on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Tatum against Barnes. Floats one up. Wide, a screen on Fox. That's a 2 from Pritchard. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A pass to Fox. Shot from 12. And it's San Antonio with another.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Outside, White. Now, Tatum. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
San Antonio with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Wembanyama, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Fox with the steal. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Celtics trail by 8. Brown outside. Now Pritchard. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. 1:57 left now here in the second. Fox kicks to Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at Boston. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And, you know, for Boston, they're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point, and that's how they want to keep it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Pass to Castle. 1:22 left to play here in the second quarter. Fox inside the 1. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Out to White. The 3 from Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 39.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Fox. Got 26. Misses the 3. And he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Now, here's Tatum. Defense right on him. It's Brown on the wing. Castle covering. Lets it go from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Levine just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Tatum. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. He's pouring in the buckets, and we'll be right back after this.
For some high RPM and amazing stunts from your pocket bike arena entertainment.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for that game against the Thunder, Clash of the Titans. Going against the best team in the NBA, you have to minimize your turnovers, take good shots, and make big plays and big shots. That's a lot to ask, but that's what it's going to take.
All right, now let's talk about our game, San Antonio in a competitive contest.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion comes from inside. They're going right at the defense.
I like the aggressiveness. Don't lose steam in the second half.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so it's Boston with it. They trail by 3. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Here's Castle, following the bucket by the Celtics. Floats it up for behind of Wembanyama on the lob. Wow!
The perfect lob partner, Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
Spurs leading by 3. Outside, Fox. And Boston with the rebound. Kata's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Brown. It's White on the wing. Tatum setting the pick for White. For the tie. The rebound by Champagnie. The Spurs shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Here's Wembanyama. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Tatum. And he's got 41. Right of screen. From downtown, And another miss by Boston. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs.
When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. He had a nice open look right there. And now an 8-point Spurs lead.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Brown against Castle. Brown down low. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? Tatum gets it inside.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Wembanyama outside. The kick out to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A moment now to check out some numbers for Peyton Pritchard.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
On defense, the Spurs, they lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Brown finds White. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Fade away. And that one comes up a bit short.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Vassell, the pass to Champagnie. On the wing, Fox. Light covering. Here's Wembanyama. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Throw good, Wembanyama. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And it's the Celtics with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio. Queta, the pass to Brown. Over Castle, and it's Brown missing. Spurs leading by 11. Pass to Champagnie. Vassell outside. Wembanyama outside. Shoots. Rebounded by Tatum. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. White, wide open, he fires. The kick out to Brown, fires from deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Wembanyama.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Celtics entertainment, everyone. Come on.
Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they put up this month. Number 5, the Spurs.
This is not a team you want to face right now. They are locked in on the offensive end.
Celtics trail by 13. White the pass to Hauser. Brown outside. San Antonio with the rebound.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected cam.
Boston's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
It's always good for this offense when Tatum is putting pressure on their interior defense.
Pass to Champagnie.
Spurs passing it around.
And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here's Tatum. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
A 3-pointer, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Champagnie. Now here's Vassell.
No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside Tatum. Fader on the way. And yes, it's good. Tatum's got 50 points.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
After Champagnie. Back to Fox.
Just 5 on the clock.
Off target from the wing.
Celtics trail by 13.
Outside Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Shoots over Vassell. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Wembanyama, right side. And it's blocked. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Garza's checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Sam Hauser. And so it's San Antonio with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Spurs making a switch here. Cornette's checked in.
Celtics trail by 11.
Brown outside. Pass to Garza. A 3-ball. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Here's Cornette. And here is Harper. It's Wembanyama, top of the key.
Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Right around 25 points per, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Now here's Brown. 8 points for him. Garza gets the bucket.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Outside Harper. To the inside. And it's Barnes sliding it down.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Outside White. Brown inside. Johnson on him. Brown the pass to Walsh. Off target from 3-point range.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And that's confidence right there. Barnes wasting no time firing away.
Here's Shireman. He averages about 5 points a game. They set the screen. Brown, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And Benyama outside. No good on the 3. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. It's a 10-point game. White, good.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
And here's Barnes for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Shireman. Back to Brown. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's White. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Wembanyama outside. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now a 12-point Spurs lead.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Here's White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for San Antonio. In it forward, we'll get to see Johnson and Barnes. Harper is out there with Fox, and it's Olynyk in at the 5. Celtics trail by 16. Tatum with it. Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. They're having no problem finding shots in that area.
One of the best players in the game today. Tatum's work ethic and hunger to win more championship is special.
Fox dishes to Olynyk. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the Spurs, Kelly Olynyk taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Olynyk. He doesn't get the second one. Celtics trail by 14. There's the pass to Pritchard. Up top, Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
The kick out to Fox. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Gets an open look and hits. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pritchard with the screen on Barnes. Tatum against Barnes. Here's Garza. Count it.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Spurs leading by 12. Outside, Fox. With some arc. Barnes outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. There's the screen. 3-pointer. And it's Harper with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
For 3, Olynyk. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
Tatum on the wing. Covered by Barnes. Gonzalez. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Barnes passes to Johnson. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 18. Gonzalez down low. Covered by Johnson. Gonzalez, that's good.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Is checked in for the Spurs. Bryant comes in for Johnson. about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Wembanyama, a screen on Tatum. Here's Barnes. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And here is Tatum. Now Brown. Looking to get back on track here. Pulls up. And there is White. And that's good on the assist by Brown. Brown's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pritchard against Fox. Over Pritchard. And it's San Antonio with another.
They need offense from Fox at the point guard. His jump shot is an important weapon for them.
Outside, White. Back to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly from anywhere, anytime. Tatum.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. And it's blocked. Over in the corner, Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's, and yep, another basket.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Back to Bassie. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Brown deciding where to go with it. It's White on the wing. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside, Fox. Harper against White. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Victor Wembanyama.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Pass to Bassie. Now Pritchard launches it. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Barnes passes to Bryant. It's stolen by Brown. And Bryant kicks to Fox. Over Pritchard. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Fox has got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Brown finds Bassie.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
San Antonio leading by 9. Outside Harper. There's the 3. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Hey, he can make that shot and have to respect him defensively.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Bassie. Outside White. Now Tatum fires the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
On the wing, Fox. He's covered by Pritchard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
The lefty, De'Aaron Fox, boy, I am happy I do not have to check him.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
On the free throw, no good.
What sets Fox apart is how dynamic and explosive he is. He can take off at any moment in any direction.
Celtics trail by 13.
White, bounce pass. White setting the pick for Brown. Pass to Tatum. Latrey. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Castle. Now, here's Vassell. Beyond the arc. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And this is something Vassell has really improved. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
Inside, here's Kata.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Spurs leading by 14. Fox with it. And he banks in the layup. Fox has got 41.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Tatum on the wing. Now Hauser misses the 3.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Here's Castle. Fox a screen on Brown. Now Vassell. 5 to shoot. Not gonna go. Celtics trail by 16. And here is Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
San Antonio's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside Tatum. 13 feet away. Basket is good.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
Fox. He gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Throw good, Fox.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Now here's Tatum. Puts up the 3. Another chance. The basket is good.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
1:25 left in the 4th. Now Wembanyama. Now Fox. Good. Lays it right in there.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely. Just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Now Tatum, following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. The shot is off. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Now Castle. Train from outside.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.